Hi everyone and welcome back. I wanted to share a few items that I just picked up to kind of go along with the journal I'm working on. I haven't been on YouTube in a while because that's actually what I've been working on. I've been trying to get this journal finished because my goal is to get it done by the end of the month so I can put it in my shop. And this is kind of a different journal. I'm working more on sort of a romantic style journal, kind of a French country look, but then it's got a little bit of the kind of retro elements that I enjoy in the journal. So I've just been really kind of taking my time because I want to really enjoy the process and just kind of really hand pick items to put in the book and just make it really special. And I think it's on its way to looking really good. So in the meantime, I had discovered that there were a few things I kind of wanted to add to it that I didn't have. And I thought I would pick up, first of all, some red rubber stamps. And if you recently saw my my brother scan and cut video, you'll know that I love wooden stamps. And now that I have this cutter, it's a lot easier to be able to trim out my wooden stamps and my red rubber stamps that don't normally come with dies by using the scan and cut. So I'm really excited. So it's kind of gotten me in the mood to get some more red rubber stamps because I really do like the crispness, the crisp quality you get with red rubber stamps, just the imprint. And I'll show you in a second an example of one of these, but I just like the way they stamp. They're kind of the original stamp, you know. And so, I don't know, I just wanted to get a few more to kind of add to my journal. I'm focusing right now, I've created the signature pages, and now I'm focusing more on kind of decorating the journal, the lined journal pages before I sew them into the book. So I'll show you a couple of things that I've been doing so far, but let me start with the red rubber stamps. So I picked these up from a company that's a favorite of mine. It's the Deep Red Cling Stamps company, and you can get them on, I believe, scrapbook.com, I think a Cherry on Top, a couple other places, and then they do have their own store. And I just went right into the store because I wanted to see, I was kind of looking for some particular things, and they definitely had what I was looking for. So let me go ahead and start with a couple of the floral stamps here. And they actually included a gift, which was very nice. These really pretty flowers on this stamp, so I'm excited to use that. I did find these, I can't resist a daisy stamp, so I found this daisy cluster red rubber stamp that's really nice, and you'll see the back. It's unmounted, so it doesn't have a wood block to it. So you could attach this to a acrylic stamp, like an acrylic holder. It just sticks to the back of it like this. Or you could also put it in your MISTI. And let me show you. So when you're using these red rubber stamps, they already have a foam pad in them. So all you would need to do in your MISTI is just remove the pad in the MISTI. And then this gives room for the red rubber stamps little spongy part to fit in there. And it works perfectly with the MISTI. So you can use it like that. It's great to use alone, though, because they stamp perfectly almost always the first time. However, if you do want to kind of restamp or do some special techniques, a MISTI is always really helpful in using that, or any type of stamp platform that you like. I do have a video I'll link below too that shows how to use, since you can't really see the other side of the red rubber stamp, like you can see a photopolymer stamp, so you can't really see where it's being placed. If you are trying to do some specific techniques, like maybe double stamping all along a card or stamping it in a certain spot and making sure you have it straight, I would recommend also using some kind of a stamp positioner that is either, I think, a Stamp-A-Majig, which I'm not sure if they still sell those. I think those were through the Stampin' Up! Company. They might still carry those, but there's also one by Wendy Vecchi that is really good too, that I'll put a link below that would be helpful in using the red rubber stamps. But I do have a video on using those tools with your rubber stamps, so I'll link those as well. Oh, and by the way too, I just set up my Amazon storefront. So I'm really excited about that because I think it's a lot easier. I think pretty much everybody shops on Amazon. So I've got, it's an easier way for me to kind of have all my links, my Amazon links for craft products. And then I can kind of go in really quick and update them and make sure that they haven't gone unavailable, and kind of update things and add things. And I think you can follow me too on there. So I have a link, I think, everywhere on Instagram and here. And you can just head over there and kind of, I have my favorite tools. And then I'll just kind of be adding some things maybe during the holidays and things like that. So, so definitely take a look at that. So anyway, let me go ahead and show you what I got. So I got this daisy cluster. This is called, or actually it's not daisies, it's called wild sunflowers. So they're sunflowers, but they kind of look like daisies. I think they're really cute. And then I picked up, let me find, this is kind of a sort of a 60s style. It's called Daisy Splash. So just a really nice kind of scattering of sort of groovy 60s style flowers on here. And then I was looking for some kind of vintage style items. I did pick up this old books border. I thought this was really pretty. Just a line of books, hardcover books. It would be really pretty to kind of put along a page or something. So that was really nice. And then in the vintage area, I found these vintage perfume labels, which I thought would be so fun to add to my journal. So this is a French perfume label, Paris perfume. And then I got the Music Flourish background, just some kind of random music notes. I just thought this was really pretty with the scrolling design on it. And then this hourglass. You got to have an hourglass in any kind of French vintage style journal. I thought that was really pretty. And then I've also been on the hunt for some really good journaling stamps. So some lined stamps that make it easier. Like if you have a blank page, you could stamp it on there and it provides lines. So this one was perfect. And it's kind of got that vintage look with the roses on the top. It's called Rose Journal Notes. And let me go ahead and show you how I use that so far. This is one of the signatures of my upcoming journal. I'm excited I've got it all put together. I've just got kind of what I do when I put journals together is I kind of think about how I'm going to decorate them, and I'll slide in the little decorating pieces. I won't glue them down yet. I'll wait until I sew the whole signature into the journal before I do that. But in the meantime, I just kind of I get an idea of where I want to put things. So I'll pop in things on the pages, and I might change it afterwards. But kind of to start, I kind of put everything where I think I want it to go, and then I sew everything in from there. But let me show you this stamp. So this was just the other side of a piece of scrapbook paper that was white, and I used some Catherine Pooler, one of her gray inks, and stamped the journal lines on here, and I thought that turned out really nicely. I had tried it with some Versamark ink, just the clear watermark ink. I couldn't really see it that well though. Probably if I would have heat embossed it, it may have stood out a little bit more, but I didn't want to add the heat embossing because that kind of has that sort of smooth, slick feeling. And I wanted to make sure that if you're writing, you can kind of, if you want to be messy when you write or whatever, you don't want to stay right in the lines. I wanted to make sure that that was an option. So I just used a regular ink when I stamped it. But I love this stamp, so I'm definitely going to use that. I might even use it again in the journal. But it's a nice big stamp that kind of gives you a lot of room for writing. So those were my rubber stamps. I also picked up a stamp. I hadn't been on the Studio Calico website in a while, and I know they do have some good journaling stamps. And so I picked up this one. This is called, actually, I don't know what it's called. I will put the name down below. It's something about tags. It's journaling that can go on the back of tags, which I thought would be really nice because a lot of times you put, you slide tags into journals and they're blank on one side. And I thought it's nice to add some journaling lines, and I wanted to find a good size to put on the back. So these have different kind of like a library card lines. This is like a dot grid line, and then just regular grid here, and then just some other little options for adding some journaling. So I thought this would be a nice stamp that you can kind of use a lot. I think it's meant for scrapbooking, but you know, obviously you can use it for anything. So that is from Studio Calico, and that's it for the stamps. Except I stopped at Hobby Lobby a couple weeks ago, and I can't even remember why I went there. I think I had a gift card that I had a little bit left on, and I wanted to see if they had anything new. And I looked in the 12 by 12 paper aisle, and this was a new, to me, paper pad, 12 by 12 paper pad. It's called Vintage Floral. And this was exactly something I was looking for my journal too, and probably future journals. I like less of kind of a grungy look and more of like a brighter, softer, like bright white background with purples and blues and cool colors, things like that. And so this paper pad is really nice. It doesn't have a ton of kind of like the grungy looking look, a little bit, but it's still a little more kind of clean and more clean looking, I think. But I'll just show you this on the side. You get a few of the different pages. This is Vintage Floral. This purple is really my favorite. I love that. This is really pretty too. So it kind of has kind of a shabby chic style. This is like a map. Oh, this is really pretty too. Love that. That's pretty. I like the combination of the yellow and purple. So I'll definitely get a lot of use out of this paper pad. So, ooh, I love this too, this mint green. I'm still adding pages to my signatures. I think I could probably add a few more, so I think I'm going to add a few pages in here to it. So this is the paper pad. And then I was down the stamp aisle. I didn't really find anything new, except I did find this. This was on sale, like a huge sale. It's from Hip Stamp Hooray. And it's just the definition of affection in English. And I want to say, this might be in French. I think it is. And I'm assuming it's the same definition, but just in French, and then just some different kind of journaling spots, and then some other, I'm not sure what this says. I'd have to look closer with this once I stamp it. But I don't know, just to kind of make a nice soft background. You don't actually have to be able to read it, but I think it would look really pretty as a background to collage, and then you can put some things over it. I got some really good collage things that I'll show you in a second that I think this will go really well with. So this was a nice buy at Hobby Lobby. So next, I was trying to kind of, again, find some new and different things that kind of had that romantic look to it, because I don't have a ton of that kind of stuff in my collection. So I went on Amazon, and I went over to Tim Holtz's Ideology, and I actually have a couple of his collage papers that I really like. I've made a couple of collages from, let me show you this one. He has, I think, 3 or 4 versions of this collage paper. It's kind of, let me show you this first. It's kind of a tissue paper feel. This one is called Botanical. And again, it's kind of what the style I was looking for. I like the bright white background. And this is just a, regular black and white. And it's kind of it's like tissue paper. But I love this. Just black and white. Really pretty floral. And it's one long tube. Or one long, it's a tube of just continuous paper. So you can kind of trim off or tear off what you need. And it works really well with a glue stick. For collage, I like this glue stick from Oohoo. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's magic blue, so it goes on blue, so you can kind of make sure that you covered your paper with it, but then it completely disappears and you don't even see the blue anymore. So this is a really nice glue stick to use with really thin paper like this. But I have his other one that I did. I'll show you an example of what this looks like on a collage. I think this is the right book. Yeah. This was, I can't remember what this one was called, but this background here, you can see I just put it down with some glue stick, and I can't remember which one it was. I think it's like science or something like that. But it's just got a lot of numbers on it and everything. But I like it as the background, the black and white with the bright white. And this I kind of mixed with a little bit of green. And I like the way that turned out. But I think this botanical will be really nice in my journal too. Then I was looking for I've been getting some printables off of Etsy, some really nice Etsy shops that have some beautiful kind of French country style printables. But I was just kind of looking around on Amazon too, because you never know what you might find. And I got this set of papers. I actually ended up getting 2 because you didn't get that many in a pack. But it's from Craft Treat, and it's decoupage paper. And I think it's similar to the Tim Holtz, that thickness. It's a little bit thicker than tissue paper, but you can kind of see it here. And I just thought these were really pretty. And again, it would be nice for backgrounds and collage and some of the blank pages in the journal. So these are kind of some cut aparts. It'd be nice for a small collage. And it looks like you get 2 of every sheet. And then here's a larger sheet here, the larger design. And that's really pretty too. I don't know, I just like the colors. And you don't get a ton. I think like 8 sheets total in here. So I ended up getting 2, but I definitely will go through this. I think that's really pretty. And then they had I don't even know how I found it, similar to kind of the Taperlogy website. This was a box of deco paper, so different little pieces of paper you can use for decoupage. I really like these little snippets that came in here. I thought these were pretty with the white flowers. There's kind of these are stickers. Oh, actually, I used one of these. I was kind of experimenting with all of these. I put the white sticker. I don't know if you can see this. You can probably see it in the light. I just decorated the edge of this blank page with the flower sticker here. I thought that looked really good. And then I think I'm going to find a place for this little strip here. I thought that was pretty with the white. And then there's just a lot came in this, but it's kind of lighter looking collage papers, which I like. There's a little bit of darker stuff in here, but a little bit, some grungy stuff, but like this is kind of grungy, but then it's got the bright white on it. So I sort of like that. I'm very particular in what I like for collage, but I think everybody probably is too. You want what you want. So I have a particular taste or style that I like. So that's what I like. And so there's this one too I really like, and just some other like botanical type things. That's really pretty. So just kind of a mishmash, and I love having stuff like this, just like the Taperlogy and those other places, because you can just kind of throw them in a basket and just go through them and kind of just get creative and don't really think too much. And you can kind of, you don't know everything you have in the pile until you kind of go through it and see what looks good together. And it's just kind of fun to just spend a couple hours, playing with the papers like that. So this was from Amazon. And then speaking of Taperlogy, they had a new little Christmas sticker set, which I thought was so pretty. So I picked that up. Let me go ahead and show you. This is from Taperlogy, and I have, for Taperlogy, and then the next one I'm going to show you, I have a coupon code for you too, so you can go ahead, and if you're interested in any of the things, you can go on the website and take a look. But I wanted to get, let's see, make sure I have the right. These are the Christmas stickers, or actually, these are rub-on stickers. So, they're the Volley Christmas rub-on stickers. I want to make sure I was saying this right. But I think it's if you go into the main page, it's under the new arrivals. And they've been showing this a lot on Instagram. And I like the old-fashioned look of these. My next journal, after this one, is going to be, I think I might make 1 or 2 Christmas journals to put in the shop. So I thought these were just so pretty. And I love Taperlogy's rub-on stickers. They look really great on, you can put them on bags. I've been putting them on, when I send journals out through my Etsy shop, I've been doing rub-on flowers on a canvas bag that I include where I put the journal inside. And it's just kind of a nice touch. I like that. But these are so pretty up close. I really like these kind of vintage Christmas rub-ons. So all you do is, you cut around what the image that you want, and then you peel it off, stick it down on either paper or fabric or something like that, and then you just rub it with, I find you want to get something like a bone folder, something that's really gonna, like cover the whole rub-on, so you can really get in there with a lot of pressure and get everything off. But then you can kind of peel it up, take a look, and put it back down again and rub more if you didn't get it all. And then eventually it goes on. It looks really good. But these are cute. They have all kinds of little Christmas baked goods, Santa Claus, kind of like winter scenes, wreaths. I think these are really pretty. Even some of this stuff I could use in my current journal, like this clock, animals, even some really pretty flowers too. So those are the Christmas stickers. And then she included, just as a little gift, some embossed Christmas paper, which I thought was really pretty too. And then also some of her, this is just kind of paper background, which I think you've seen these before. They're just really pretty for collage, and it's got a lot of texture. So there's different textures, and this is nice, pretty bright white, and this would go really well in a Christmas journal too. I also picked up the rub-on stickers in the floral pattern. This is one of her newer floral patterns, and this is really pretty too. So this is for my current journal. I'm going to add a few of these to the kind of some of the blank journaling pages. So I really like these. So this is from Taperlogy. And then a newer shop that I don't believe I've talked about on this channel is ViviStationery. She's similar to Taperlogy. I would say the difference, sometimes I go to ViviStationery to find, as I keep talking about, the more kind of brighter, whiter looking kind of vintage style, romantic look items. Another thing with ViviStationery, you can buy in smaller amounts, so it sometimes ends up being less expensive too, which is kind of nice, and you don't end up with a huge bulk of items. You can have, like, if you want to try a little bit of something and see how you like it, you can just get a little bit of it. So you'll see on the website, that's kind of how it works. And again, like I said, I'll have a coupon code for you below. But let me show you a couple of the things I picked up from her. The reason I went on was I had seen, I think this was on Instagram, she was showing these washi tape packets. And I thought right away, this is definitely for my journal. So these are called, make sure I get the name right. It's a pre-cut washi and pet sticker book. So I picked up, I think you can choose from one of 4 colors. I picked all 4 because I like them all. So I got this is kind of like a pale pink, sort of corally orange, and then kind of a gray and pink, and then sort of a purpley blue color. And all it is different textures of pages of washi tape. So you get kind of like the shiny washi tape, shiny stickers. Or actually, no, they're not all. No, it's just washi tape. Sorry, I was thinking it's the back that's shiny. That's the back of the paper that you tear off. So it's all washi tape stickers, but they're kind of like peel off. So each image peels off on its own. So it's really fun. I put one. Let me show you this page here. This is one of my other signatures that I started on. I just made a little collage here with 2 of the washi tape stickers. So I thought that looked really nice. And they peel off too, so you can kind of reposition them as you need to. But I just thought that it's a nice kind of flat embellishment you can add to a page, so it doesn't add a lot of bulk, but you can put a ton of them on and make a huge collage, but you're really not getting that much thickness. So those are kind of fun to use. And then you don't have to cut out your own, washi tape images. So those are the washi tape sticker books. I also picked up these vintage ladies. I thought these were interesting. I've never seen anything like this. They're kind of like the sewing ladies from, I forget where, you find on the front of a sewing pattern envelope. But these are, you get a ton of these in this envelope. So there's all kinds of little ladies in dresses. And there's little girls too. And like, it's basically inspired by the pattern envelopes. So you get brides and different types of dresses. So it's really kind of fun. So it's got kind of that retro feel. And if I can find where, I know I made something with this. I can't find it. I'll have to show you. Oh no, I did do something here. So I have these, this is kind of something I was trying in the journal, but I was just decorating these index cards with these ladies. And so I thought this looked kind of fun just to have. You can do some journaling, but then you have just a fun little fashion lady on the side. So I thought that was interesting to do. So you get a ton of these. So these will last me quite a while. Then I picked up some of, these are called floral frame decorative notepads. And again, you can choose, one color, two colors. I picked them all because I just like these colors. They're kind of the pastel colors, and this is sort of a neutral. But how pretty is that, just looking at that like that? So definitely all of the colors I enjoy. They're all the same pretty much. Actually, they're not. The shapes are different. So they're tags, and then they have frames around them. So you can punch out the tag and then have the frame. It's just, again, a way to do some collage. You can do some layering. And then there's just really pretty designs. I think all the designs are the same in each paper pad. But just the shape of the tag is different. This is the orange. I like that one. The pink. Purple. I really like that. The blue, it's like a bluish purple. And then I got some of these scrapbook memo papers, which were really nice. They kind of go along with these other colors. And they're just kind of some random papers, again, that you would just use for collage. But I like the pastel colors. This again really goes with the style that I'm going for. So I thought this was a really nice option. And then I got a couple little gifts from her too. Oh, these butterflies. I thought this was pretty. Just like some butterfly embellishments. But I love the orange color. Butterflies and flowers and tags. So actually these are stickers too. They peel off. There's some little journaling spots too. So that's from ViviStationery. So that's everything that I got. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm still working really hard at this journal, but again, like I said, it's a slow process because I'm having a good time doing it, and I want to just enjoy it. And I think it's going to be really special when it's finished. So be sure to sign up for my newsletter. I have a new style of newsletter that I've been putting out. I think it's a little bit of an easier read. Plus it's got I like the layout a little bit better. I just give updates on the shop, because kind of some sneak peeks behind the scenes that you'll get with the newsletter. I put it out once a month. And so there's a link you can sign up for that down below. Take a look at my Amazon storefront. I don't know if there's going to be anything there might be some Prime Day deals on some of the things that I have in there. So you can go in and take a look at that. But otherwise, I'm just going to keep working, and I thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video.